So today I want to talk about good hygiene in the gym and how to keep your gloves clean, because that's the trickiest one. And I've had times where I'm sparring someone and when they go to punch, I can smell their glove as it's headed towards my face. And sometimes people will dump a ton of Lysol spray into their gloves, and there is a point where that stops helping, and instead it makes it smell horrid. So let me take some time to teach you how to practice good hygiene, as well as how to keep your gloves nice and clean. Rule number 1, don't be the stinky guy. So what does that mean? First, wear clean clothes. Bring a change of clothes with you if you're coming straight from work, and change into them. If you're staying for multiple classes, maybe bring another shirt or something to change into. Once one gets sweaty and starts to stink, you can swap it out. If you've had the same training shirt for a while, it'll start to capture the stench, and the moment that you start to sweat in it, it'll start to stink. So make sure you're buying new gym clothes from time to time. 2 is apply fresh deodorant when you get to the gym. Also, bring an extra stick of deodorant in your gym bag so you can put it on right before class. And if possible, take a quick shower before your workout. Even a quick rinse off is great, and then head to the gym. If you're coming right from work, that may not be something you can do. Next, and this might be gym dependent, don't wear street shoes on the mats. Either train barefoot, or you can do like me, hiya, and wear gym shoes specifically for these mats, and specifically worn only in the gym, so you're not tracking germs and dirt and old dog crap. You're not carrying that stuff into the gym. Also, when you go to the bathroom, wear sandals into and back out of the bathroom, so that way you're also not cross-contaminating. And if your gym doesn't have a pair of sandals near the bathroom for you to wear, then maybe it's time to suggest to the gym owner, hey, let's get some sandals for the bathroom. And then finally, trim those nails, both your fingernails and your toenails if you train barefoot. Because if you accidentally cut somebody, then you open them up for infection, besides being a very annoying thing that they have to deal with. The next thing is to care for your gear. That applies to the gear that the gym lets you use. So like your heavy bags, make sure after you hit the bag, go over and wipe them down, spray them down with something. It also applies to your own gear, your gloves, your shin guards. After class, give them a little spritz, a little spray down, and make sure to buy new gear as needed, because there is just a point where the gloves cannot be salvaged and you need to just toss them and get new gear. I've put together a little cheat sheet on how to care for your gear, especially your gloves, and it should be clickable in the description below or somewhere on the video if I can figure that out. But you can just download it, put it up somewhere at home so you can see how to care for your gear. But I'll walk you through the steps that I recommend right now. Number 1, wear hand wraps. Hand wraps not only protect your wrist, but since you can't wash your boxing gloves, you can wash your hand wraps. So by wrapping up your hands, any dirt that's on your hands or any oils that come off your hands will be absorbed into the hand wraps. So when you wash the hand wraps, they're nice and fresh and clean. Number 2 is to spray and wipe down your gear immediately after class. So at our gym, we have some little spray bottles that people can just hit their gear with really quick, wipe them down, and then put them in their bags to head home. Number 3 is to use glove dogs. These are just little deodorizing things that you can put into your gloves that help absorb moisture. They're super cheap. They're like 13 bucks on Amazon. When I was a kid, we used to take tube socks and stuff them with cedar chips and then put them in our gloves. Number 4 is to air out your gear as soon as you get home. Pull it out of your gym bag, open it up as much as possible. If you can put your gloves over like a heat vent, or stick a stick inside and put them up so that way they can open up and get some of that moisture out, that's even better. Number 5 is do not leave your gear in the car. That's the quickest way to turn it disgusting. Number 6 is to hang your elbow and knee pads and anything else that tends to close up. You can put a stick through it so that they hang and open up. And in fact, if you can put a fan on one end of it to blow through, that's even better. Number 7 is a little trick I learned, especially if your gear is already sort of starting to turn. And that's to get dryer sheets and stuff them inside. And then that way your hands smell fresh, like clean laundry. Number 8 is to wash your wraps regularly by putting them into a mesh bag. If you just throw them in the laundry, they're going to get all tangled up and you're going to have quite a day trying to separate them from the rest of your laundry, and it's probably not good for your washing machine. So instead, stick it in a mesh bag. Honestly, I just use one of my wife's lingerie bags, but you can also buy specially made bags for hand wraps, but you don't really need to. Just get a mesh bag, stuff them in, throw them in the wash. And then number 9, and I've mentioned it before, once your gear starts to stink, just replace it. Now let's say that you're doing everything right. You are not the stinky one, but somebody in your class is. This is one of my least favorite things to deal with, because as the instructor or as the gym owner, I have to go up and talk to them about it, and it's always an awkward conversation. So what I would recommend to you though is to talk to your coaches before you say something to that person, so that your coaches can be in charge of trying to have that sort of awkward conversation with the person, and that way there's no bad blood between you guys. So there you go. Those are my hygiene tips so that you are never the stinky guy at the gym. Bye. If you've got a punching bag collecting dust, I want to help you turn it into your go-to tool for sculpting your body, sharpening your mind, and building some real skills. I'm Coach Forrest, owner of Fighting Fit Kickboxing and an instructor in Jeet Kune, the martial art created by the legendary Bruce Lee, and is often called the original mixed martial art. The heavy bag is one of the best training tools there is, but most people get bored or don't know what they're doing, so they give up. That's why I created this free Jeet Kune Kickboxing Starter Kit. Inside, you'll get a 30-minute tutorial teaching you your stance, your punches and kicks, and your footwork. You'll also get over 20 follow-along heavy bag workouts where I train right beside you. And you'll get our 21-day Fit Warrior Challenge, designed to keep you accountable, track your progress, and even dial in your nutrition. I built this for our members during the pandemic, and now I want to share it with you. Let's build your body, sharpen your skills, and have some fun along the way. Click the link and let's get started.